Hello, welcome back to another video on my thoughts on the current comic market. I'm shooting this video at the end of April. The comiclink April auction just finished, and I finished the market report that I will load probably tomorrow morning, so that I date myself and people know the time frame that I shot this video. Surely the comic market did fairly better than most people expected. But in many ways, it's not a complete surprise to me. Was it better than I expected? Yes. But I was expecting not so bad number. It performed stronger than a little bit stronger than I expected. Now, why do I say that? I talked about this in other video, is that the financial market did very well. A lot of people have very short-term memory when it comes down to whether it's the stock market or the comic market. A lot of people that think the market is doing so well, everything is hunky-dory, they don't care about what's going on with the virus. They forgot how bad, how ugly things were in March, okay? Just a month earlier, things were so gloom and doom, right? But those that follow my channel and watch my market report and comic investment chat, I had probably 4 or 5 chats in the 6 weeks period when the stock market was crashing around 40%. And then we have snapped back a big part of it in April. And so the comic market did well. Big congrats to those that got lucky, okay? Yeah, I'm using the word lucky because when you consign something to comiclink, it's not as if you have a window that is 2 months ahead, okay? When you consign your books and you know it's gonna be in the April auction, I'm sure the way things were turning out in March, you were concerned, yeah? Raise your hand if you were concerned. I'm sure some people say, oh no, I know the market was gonna snap back and things couldn't go any lower. I'm sure some people will make that proclamation. But for me, it was a decent sign, but at the same time, this is where I have a big problem with auction. I talk about this in a couple of my comic investment chat, is that when we have such volatility in the financial market, the stock market can be up 2 or 3% in one day, down 2 or 3% in one day, down 1,000 points in the Dow. The S&P can drop 50 points easily, or 100 points over a week. You're talking 5-10% swing within a week. You can have easily, okay? It can impact psychologically, okay? I know for some people, they're not gonna understand or agree with what I'm saying because, you know, for them, it doesn't matter if the stock market is up 10% or down 10% or up 20% or down 20%. It doesn't matter. They have no money in the stock market, so it matters none. They are still gonna tap on the buy button when they see the comic book for sales. They want what the heart wants, okay? There are those, but for a lot of people, especially those that spend the 4, the 5, the 6 figures, even if they have a lot of money, even if they are millionaires, they didn't get to be a millionaire for the most part because they were foolish with their money, okay? Yeah, sure, there are people that inherit their money and they can spend foolishly, but a lot of people that became millionaire did so through hard work, good saving, good decision making. So for them, when they see the big spike, the big crash, it does impact psychologically how they spend the money. So I hate to put a book in an auction let's say April is over. I have roughly 2 weeks to set some books to comiclink and take my chance in the May auction. I have my crystal ball when it comes down to the stock market, the virus, the economy is broken. Okay, I can't see shizzle. Can I predict how the market is gonna be in 3 weeks? Because if I consign the slabs next week and the auction kick off mid-May, it will start to close at the end of the 3rd week of May through the last week of May. My crystal ball can't tell me how the financial market is going to behave during that critical last 10 days of May. If you tell me that the stock market is going to be 5% or 10% higher than what it is right now, the last 10 days of May, you betcha I will send a bunch of slabs to comiclink. Trust me, I would. But because I can't see it, I can't predict it, it is very difficult for me to decide what to do. Now, I have a bunch of slabs that I want to consign to comiclink for sure, because there are slabs that are very hard to price, okay? I don't know how to price these books, even if I want to put them up for sales on my comic shop where I consign a lot of books. So let me show you a couple of them. So here's one, okay? Adventure 47, 9.4, beautiful book, okay? I don't know what to do, how to price it. So I'm thinking, okay? I'm still thinking about putting a box together and ship them to comiclink sometime in May. I may contact them and say, don't put them in the May auction. I might do that, okay? So I haven't decided yet, but I've just put up a stack of books that I think are better to put in an auction because I can't price them. Like this one, okay? Who the heck? I have no idea how to price A Journey into Mystery 102, 9.2, gorgeous, high grade, fairly rare. Okay, I don't know how to price this. This one, I kind of do know how to price it. GPA have plenty of information on this one, but it tend to do well in auction because a lot of X-Men fans love this book. It's a 9.4 high grade white page, yeah. So that's 3 right there. I got a couple more silver edge keys like this, yeah, 9.2. It's usually do well in auction, so that's another one. This one for sure, I have no idea how to price this one, okay? Yeah, come on, Showcase. Gorgeous Showcase 60s with the white page, stunning book. No idea on how to price it. If you call me right now and say, hey, I want to buy that book, I don't know how to price it. No idea. This one too. Okay, 9.6. I do have an idea. This one, I do have an idea, but high grade bronze keys tend to do well, especially when it's not that many competition, many other copies to compete with on comiclink. So, but you see the kind of books that I wouldn't mind consign to comiclink. The most difficult part is when to tell comiclink to put them in the auction. May? No, definitely not in May. Okay, definitely not in May. And last in the stack is the Spider-Man 13, the 5.0. This one, being a key, Mysterio, we're a long way away from Mysterio reappearing, Sinister 6, all that jazz. So I might hold back on this one. Everything else that I've shown might be put in the same box and shipped to comiclink with the instruction that go ahead and scan them, but wait until my instruction on when you can put them up for auction, because I want to see how May turn out. I need to see how May turn out. Now, if May turn out poorly because the stock market is terrible in May, then it confirms what I think is going on with the comic market. There is a high correlation with how it behaves, especially with the big books, and how the stock market is doing. So for me, I need to see how May turn out. And if May turn out okay, because the stock market did okay, and if we have more positive development with the virus, the medicine, the reopening of the economy, then guess what? June, I might say, go ahead, put this book in the auction in June. Because for sure, there's not a heck of a lot of conventions going on, right? So there's gonna be some thirsty collectors that want to bid on some high-grade beauties. And that's it. That's my thought on this current comic market. It's still very treacherous for sellers because timing is everything. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.